When I first played it, I just thought to myself, oh my god, this is Band of Brothers, the game. Call of Duty came out in late 2003 and I didn't have the system specs to run it at the time. But I was over on holiday in Australia and I first played it in an internet cafe in Sydney. And as soon as I played the basic training mission, I just thought to myself, this is so immersive, this is just like being there. Well, the best thing about the Call of Duty War franchise is the fact that it's so cinematic in its approach. The cutscenes are done very well, and they are generated using the in-game engine. They're not some kind of choppy video sequence added on later on. It carries on to the Battle of the Bulge, and just keeps going onwards towards the march towards Berlin. So you start off in Stalingrad, and you've got a fantastic intro sequence where more or less you see Stukas dive bombing your boat as you're going in, and then you've got the guy saying you pick up the other guy's weapon and you have to charge, you have to hold a flag, or you have to charge towards the enemy, and all these guys are getting mown down, and you have to pick up the weapon of the guy who gets killed, and you have to make sure you get to this particular point. So that's just like the opening sequence to Enemy at the Gates, that Jude Law war movie where he was a sniper. The whole World War II thing in first-person shooters really gained a huge traction with Medal of Honor, which came out in the late 90s. Now, some of the people behind Medal of Honor broke off and formed their own development studio called Infinity Ward. One of the things I don't really like about multiplayer gaming is the fact the whole kind of gamer trash talk, and that is kind of kept to a minimum in this game because you are literally running around looking out for the enemy. You don't really have time to kind of sit and brag that, you know, oh yeah, I've just pawned you, things like that. You have to keep looking, keep moving around, use cover, and use the weapons that you have effectively.